Hi, hello, namaste. How are you all? How is the energy? Let's start the session with a beautiful affirmation. And what is today's affirmation? Luck always follows my preparation and passion. Luck follows my preparation and passion. It's never too late to begin. My timing is divine. It's never too late to begin. My timing is divine. So let's start today's session. So what do we have for today? So I'm going to take up, like, ma'am, it's very difficult for me to do the programming concepts. I want to prepare only with respect to the theoretical chapters. I'm confident about the theoretical chapters. Always this programming is a bit tricky for me. I lose the marks. For such people, definitely you can follow this and definitely you will be able to get 50 marks and above, and like a little bit if you have studied, and definitely for 60 also if you have put a little bit more efforts as well. Is the point clear? So let's start the session. So what is the session is going to be? It is going to be covering the chapters for the final exam without considering the programming chapters. Is the point clear? So let's start the session. So here you can just see here which all the chapters to be studied now. Which all the chapters to be studied. It is not about some names. You need to study. If you study in this order, it is going to be very helpful for you, and you can cover the topics bit early, because you would have understood the previous concept, so it will make easy for you to understand the next concepts. So and try to cover the topics the way I have given in the PPT. It will be easy for understanding sake. Okay, so without programming concepts, which all the chapters we can have it. So database concept, chapter 8. So if you study structured query language, it will be very easy to understand the SQL if you have prepared the database concepts. That's why I have given the database, just not based on the high weightage chapters. I have not taken like that. So first you need to prepare for the chapter wherein you need to have a link, basic foundation, and then you can cover the rest of the chapters. Study this database concepts. Okay, if you're finding the basics itself is difficult, you can just refer to the videos what I have done. Okay, in the complete revision, the basic understanding of the concepts will get. Of course, I have covered some important questions only there, but I've given you the foundation on which you have to study. The question itself is prepared in such a way that even the whole chapter, if you don't prepare also, that will be fine. At least the basic should be there, and upon which you can understand the next concepts. Okay, database concepts, that will be covering you 12 marks, and after that structured query language 15. This chapter, ma'am, this is going to be a structured query language, but this you would have prepared in terms of your lab exam. You would have prepared, no, little bit. It is not that some logic you have to use it and learn this. It's very simple. Creating a table, create table name. The syntax, if you learn it, it is pretty easy, students. It is not that difficult. For example, I need to alter the way you tell. For example, you change the table. Change the table means what? It's about alter only. That means alter will give you the meaning of change only, right? So it is not difficult. Trust me, it's easy, damn easy chapter. Little bit timing is required. That's all the difference. Okay, I want you to pay attention. Check with the chapter with the previous videos, and you will get an idea like what exactly this SQL is all about. Okay, it is covering 15 marks. You cannot afford to lose this chapter. And after that, we have a computer networks, 12 marks we have from this chapter. It's completely theoretical, and this chapter you would have prepared from way back from your school days only. Network topology, and then we have types of networking devices, and we have this types of network like LAN, WAN and all. So those kind of questions you will be getting from this chapter. Computer network, 12 marks it is going to be covered here, and database communication for 9 marks. This is very simple. Network is there. What do you do with the network? For communication only? No. I have a network. So how to have the network and all, we would have studied how to communicate. the basic requirement or the necessity of a network is to communicate only to sharing of resources. How do we communicate? It is about this chapter. The basic understanding of this chapter is very, very important in order to understand the concepts, and this is very simple also. And we have understanding of data. This chapter, you cannot, even though I have covered multiple videos here, okay, living this chapter, I never suggest anyone to live this chapter, because only one question you're going to get it: mean, median, mode, range and standard deviation. Be thorough with that. If you spend some 10 minutes for this chapter just before the exam, 10 minutes, how to find out, you will be able to get them that 5-mark question. Okay, so I don't want you to live this. Understanding of the data, it's going to be 5 markers. And we have security aspects. Security aspects is completely theoretical chapter, so you're going to get 6 marks. So how much are we attempting for this? Totally we are attempting for 59 marks. And how many chapters you're supposed to study? You're supposed to study only 6 chapters. So you can just see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only 6 chapters, and I'm damn sure about it. You're going to learn the concept for 1 chapter within 10 minutes. Just with 10 minutes, you will be able to understand what kind of question will be asked, and you will be able to answer this question within 10 minutes. If you pay attention, you will be able to get it. So can't you not spend for the rest of the chapters? Okay, we have 1 day time. Okay, so definitely you will be able to get, you'll be attempting 59 marks, and you are preparing only for 6 chapters. So the blueprint also have given for each chapter. So MCQs, see here totally how many MCQs will be covering: 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 MCQs will be covering. And fill in the blanks, so you know it. Fill in the blanks you would have attempted for the test, midterm and all you would have done. No options will be given. From that you would have selected, isn't it? So it is not that difficult. Definitely you will be able to get 60 also. More than 60, I have another video. I have one more PPT. I'll show you to that. Okay, and you can just understand that just preparing by 6 chapters, you can really do well. Okay, so we'll go for the important topics. So what all the important topics we have in this database concepts? So very simple. What is a DBMS? Applications. Definitions will be repeatedly asked. Definitions only they'll be asking. What? Database schema, data constraint, metadata, instance, database engine, query, attribute, tuple, domain, degree, cardinality. Okay. Differences, limitations of file system, and what are the types, what are the keys, and what are the types of keys. And also they may ask you the properties of relational data model. Only these questions they may ask you from this chapter. Okay, so that is about chapter 8 now. So what do we have? So all the 6 chapter questions also I'm giving you, students. You can just refer this and be perfect in that. Okay, for example, syntax and example, you know it, but are you getting the 2 markers? Okay, if you've written the preparatory paper, ma'am, I know it, but I'm not getting it. No, that is not the thing. Perfect preparation should be there from your end for these questions. Write it and practice. Okay, we'll have this question now. What do we have here in structured query language? Syntax and example for all the DDL command and the DML command. Create, alter, drop. And then we have DML command as what? Insert, update, select and delete. We have it. So all the DDL command and DML command, you should be very thorough at it. And after that we have differences. They may ask you differences between alter and update. Okay, and then we have delete and drop, order by clause and group by clause, and functions is one important. What is that function? Aggregate functions and single row functions. Single row functions what? Numeric functions, string functions, and then we have some date functions. These functions they may ask you. Okay, and one more 3 important questions what may I ask you? Data types, constraints, and one important question for 5 marker, that's going to be query. It is all based from your lab only, lab exams, whatever you prepared now, from that only. Okay, we'll go for the next chapter. That's going to be chapter 10. That's going to be computer network. Computer network is going to be carrying 12 marks. So 2 MCQ, 2 marker, 3 marker and 5 marker. So what are the questions? This question is so simple. It's going to be topologies, networks and networking devices. Other topic, it's about the address I told you. What is the address? It's going to be in MAC address and IP address. IPv4 and IPv6 they may ask you. DNS or DNS resolution. And any other topic I missed out? Yeah, some definitions. What is www? www, HTML, and that's going to be an URL. Okay, those terminologies, definitions, expansions you should be knowing. Okay, next what do we have? The chapter data communication. In case of data communication, what they may ask you? Bandwidth, data transfer rate, and communication mode, data communication mode, transmission media, wired media, wireless media, guided media, unguided media, and we have properties also of transmission ways. They may ask you switching techniques. Another is going to be the switching techniques, circuit switching and packet switching. And what is that? One more question we have it, protocols. What are the different protocols? HTTP. It's very simple. It is for transferring the file. This is basically for direct connection, point to point. Point to point means direct connection. SMTP for transferring the mails, and TCP/IP is the main for the internet. So if you remember one line also, definitely you will be able to answer the protocols as well. Okay, we'll go with the next question, next chapter. That's going to be understanding of data. It's going to be a simple question and simple topic. Okay, calculate the mean, median, mode, range, and we have that standard deviation. Only this question for sure they'll ask you, not anything else apart from this, for sure. Okay, because hearts only they should ask. They cannot ask theory here, and it is carrying only. The reason why I'm telling sure is, you can just check here, the blueprint is 5. The blueprint is 5, and they should ask one hearts question only from this higher order thinking skill only, and they should make you to think. In order to make you to think, they cannot ask you some theoretical question. That means for sure this question only will come. Maybe the pattern, the way of asking may be different. Okay. We'll go for the security aspect. So what is there in the security aspects? Different types of malware, definitions, and methods of malware identification, firewall, keyloggers, hackers and types, prevention or combating of virus, modes of malware distribution, and different types of network security threats. So these are the questions that you should be preparing for this chapter 12. Okay, so what is there in this chapter? This I've already covered now, and yeah, so one more I have it. So what is that one more topic? This I have done, no, like the previous slide. Hope you can understand. Chapter 7 I had done this. So we'll go for the last slide. What is there in the last slide? Ma'am, I know little bit programming also, ma'am. Not so perfect, but little bit programming I know it. But majorly my focus is on theory. Little bit I can manage means if you want to get more than 60. Okay, in those chapters we were preparing for 59 marks, right? Little bit, ma'am, I want to get 60. See, 59 doesn't sound good. Nobody wants to score 59, 69 like that. They don't want to score. If you want to score more than 60 and little bit programming I can manage. Little bit programming I can manage means, so one more chapter I would like to suggest you here. What is the chapter? So database concepts, structured query language, computer network, database communication, and these two we have 2 chapters, that is sorting and searching, because sorting one definite question will come, no. And we have searching. Okay, 3 algorithm, and this is going to be the 2 algorithm for linear search and binary search, and understanding of data is also there. So totally you will be covering for 73 marks. If you prepare for these chapters, you will be covering for 73 marks, and definitely you will be getting more than 60 here. Okay, so which all the chapters, whatever the chapters you have missed out here, if you want to prepare for MCQs, ma'am, it's enough, ma'am, I don't want to go for 70 and all. I cannot take so much of risk. I have put lot of efforts for other subjects, and my focus is only on for the competitive CS somewhat I have to manage. Okay, please help me in that. Means you can prepare for these chapters wherein for surely you're going to get 60 plus. This you have to keep in mind, provided these chapters should be thoroughly prepared. Okay, that's all there for the session, today's session. Students, thank you so much. We'll wind up. Thank you.